The lineman on an American football team can experience more than 20 hits to the head during a game. While helmet-to-helmet contact is part of the sport, some hits can carry as much force as a small car crash.
Pretty much what generally happens if the hits is really good, you'll generally have like stardust, sort of little fairy dust lights start appearing in front of your eyes, and it can last, anything from 5 to say 20 seconds.
These linemen represent the athletes most at risk of developing chronic trauma encephalopathy, commonly known as CTE. Depending on when the head hits first begin, and on the nature of the hits, a person can develop CTE whilst still in their early 20s.
Yeah, and it does affect absolutely people who are relatively young, so people are dying prematurely and having really unpleasant deaths.
While early symptoms of CTE are not dissimilar from a concussion, later symptoms can have a serious effect on a patient's life.
Symptoms that would make you think about CTE would be things like depression, so sort of low mood, tearfulness, and then sort of in the latter stages can move on to more kind of odd behaviours, so not just confusion but sort of full diagnosis of things like dementia.
Currently, CTE can only be diagnosed via post-mortem analysis. However, it's not just participants of contact sport that are at risk of CTE. Soccer players who header the ball effectively suffer hundreds of minor hits to the head in a season. Participants of sports like baseball and hockey are also at risk due to the hard nature of the ball and its potential to collide with a player's head. While there is an ever-present risk of concussion in sport, players say they cannot afford to think about it when playing.
It does worry me, but I try not to think about it on the field. If you think about something like that, then you're going to start playing differently.
You play within the means of the game and there's no illegal sort of hits and stuff like that. Generally the sport is a really, really good sport. There's no problem when it comes to that.
With the growing concerns surrounding the link between head knocks and CTE, doctors are urging everyone involved in sport to be more aware of concussion and its symptoms.
A lot of the kind of lower sport will have very minimal medical staff around, so it's making sure that people understand what concussion is, and if there is a suspicion of concussion, that those people are properly removed.
Jacob Gizik, Now UC News, Canberra.